And we're live. Hello. And if you're watching on Facebook, hello. If you're watching on YouTube, hello. And if you're watching on LinkedIn, a big hello. This is live video sales training with Stephen, broadcasting from Be.Live. And we'll be starting in about 35 seconds because we're waiting for all connections to go through. Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn all connect at different speeds. The handshake takes longer on one system than another. And the only way you can be sure that when you start your broadcast, everybody can hear you on all the systems is to have a countdown. Okay, so that's the countdown. A sip of tea. And when the countdown finishes, I'll be here. And the countdown has finished. Hello. And welcome to this live broadcast from Be.Live. Let's put the Be.Live logo on so that you know we're looking at, and go over here and apply. So I'm broadcasting from my Be.Live studio, and I do 5 broadcasts a week on Amazon Live from this studio, and I really enjoy broadcasting from Be.Live. I've been doing it since October 2016. And long may it continue. Okay. Talking of which, if I go here, I'm back live next week in the Be.Live streamers group and in live video sales group. And I'll come to your question in a moment, Ed, which automatically appeared. Okay. And hide that for a moment. I'm live next week on June 22nd, 12 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. in the UK. And we'll be talking about gaining confidence on camera, because although many people, I just want to hide something for a moment, many people have actually had the benefit of going live on Zoom, because that's the equivalent to going live. Not everybody has got the confidence to go live on camera. So the episode that takes place on the 22nd, we'll be talking totally about confidence on camera and how to gain it. And there'll be hints, tips, and tricks about going live on camera. Anyway, this is live video sales training with Stephen from Be.Live, and I've got my first question of the day from my good friend Ed Weinberg, and Ed saying, how long does that day have to be? You could get away with doing 30 seconds. I would have to test it because it varies with each system. I know that by doing it for a minute, I'm actually covering all bases. I mean, I know there are people who've got countdown clocks which are 10 minutes or 5 minutes. I couldn't do that. I mean, basically, I want to be into the broadcast straight away, not wait. So my judgment call is that we just do it for a minute, and that works well. It's okay. I was just checking out the time on the card, this card, and see if we can actually get that varied. I'll have a word. Okay. Okay. Thank you for the question, Ed. But that is my, yeah, I always have a countdown clock on because we're always going to different places. If you're going RTMP, then definitely have a minute countdown clock because it takes time to connect. Okay, so 60 seconds. And what I do, which Krista Bowen noticed, is that even though the countdown clock is on, I'm blabbing for Britain and talking away, yeah, and doing a voice only introduction. So I don't put a 1 minute timer up and stay silent. I put a 1 minute timer up and make use of the audio, and it also gives me a chance to have a sip of tea and yeah, just get ready for the broadcast, really. Okay, thanks. If you're watching live on Facebook, thank you. If you're watching live on LinkedIn, thank you. If you're watching live on YouTube, thank you. And welcome to the show. And this is live video sales training with Stephen, where we look at all aspects of marketing and selling on Amazon Live, Facebook, and YouTube. Right, the story of the day is that on Amazon Live last week, I put a mobile phone into my carousel, and the mobile phone was the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. This is the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Now, as you can see, not only did it go into my wish list and my carousel before I got it, but since putting this and just talking about it, putting this phone into the carousel in the last 7 days, I have sold 4 of these, 4 Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultras. And I've also sold an Omnia as well. So I've sold 5 mobile phones in a week. Now, in affiliate commission, which is the important thing, the people who bought this after viewing my broadcast, I got $20 for each phone. Quickly with the maths says in a week, I earned $100 on Amazon Live just from this one mobile phone. And of course, it's one of 40 items in the carousel. So all goes to prove. I mean, this is the flagship phone. Okay, 2022 release, and it's got 5 lenses on the back. It can do 108 megapixels. It can do 3 times zoom, 10 times zoom, nightography, which is a new word from Samsung, which means taking photographs when it's dark. Nightography. I wonder if that word will actually make the dictionary. And this is swish. Okay, I can just, he said just, I can just slide across to actually cover the cameras up, the camera lenses up. So well-designed case. The phone itself is very impressive. Okay, I've got a welcome back. So let's go here and go here. Yeah, the screen display is bright, colorful. And my previous phone, which I've never shown you really, 6 years old. This is 6 days old. And I'm just impressed by the quality of the display. It's bright, it's colorful. And the thing is that I was sat out just in bright sunlight because, Alexa, what's the temperature today?
At the moment, it's 25 degrees Celsius.
Right.
Tonight, you can expect a low of 14 degrees.
Thank you. So it's 25 degrees Celsius. The sun is blaring down, and we're sat out, and I was able to see my phone, which I call a win. Okay, so just a reminder, I put the Samsung S22 Ultra into my carousel on Amazon, and I've sold 5 high value mobile phones in the last week, and that's just the beginning. So can you make money marketing? Well, the answer to that is accept all. Yes, you can. Okay. The thing I love about this, if you remember, there used to be a Galaxy Note, which was discontinued. Well, the S22 Ultra has an S Pen. The S Pen is back. I know we've all missed it. And that means that you can use it to actually create a note. And if I go here, I'm still practicing, but okay, live video sounds in a second. Okay, I need more practice with that, obviously. And then I can do all sorts of things. Okay, I'm getting carried away with the phone, as you can see. Okay, so let's go and look at Be.Live selling features. We do this every so often so that we catch up with things. And the first thing is that with Be.Live, you can have multiple cameras. Now, you could have 8 people on screen, but it doesn't have to be 8 people because we have ability to have multiple cameras, I can go like this. Okay. And you've seen that card, so I can hide it. You've seen that card, so I can hide it. I just need to load a piece of software, otherwise this is going to look silly. I think that if you buy hardware, if you buy a camera, a microphone, lighting, you should download the software, because it's the software that makes all the difference. Okay, now I've got 2 cameras and 1 microphone, but my second camera is actually highlighting my demonstration area. And the camera that you're actually watching now is this. It's the Obspot Tiny. And I love my Obspot Tiny cameras. Left-hand screen is the Brio, right-hand screen is the Obspot Tiny. And the thing about the Obspot Tiny, it can actually go to 3 preset locations. So that whilst I'm broadcasting live, I can show my desktop and do demonstrations of the TP-Link Echo, of the Anchor 4-way USB, of the Echo Dot, talk about the plants, talk about anything that's actually on the desking. I'm about to rearrange that. I think it's a bit messy. It's got a bit. I came in the room today. I thought that looks messy, so I'm going to tidy up. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a chessboard there, and everything just so I can just reach over and get things. But the other thing is that because it's got 3 locations, this is my 3rd location, and incredibly, let's go here. And go picture in picture. Not that way around. Let's go that way around. Okay. And take that off so I slip down the screen. Okay. And I'm going to shrink myself. Okay. It is, as I said earlier, a glorious day in devices. And the thing is that when you're actually doing a selling broadcast, what you actually need to do is to catch your breath every so often, take a break. Now you could put a card on screen. Okay, so I could put this card on screen and say I'll be back in 2 minutes. Yeah. But because I've got different camera angles, I'll just hide that. Because I've got different camera angles, then once I'm doing a live selling show, I can say, okay, let's take a trip out into the garden. And the thing about, and there's a butterfly there, the thing about this is that this is a live picture. Okay, so if there's a breeze blowing, you can see the leaves blowing gently in the breeze. This is effectively a moving screensaver. But the beauty of it is that I can take a break from broadcasting. You remember, on Amazon Live, I broadcast for 2 hours, and it's good to have 2 breaks during those 2 hours. So I'm going to start using this moving backdrop to actually, lots of butterflies today, to actually entertain people whilst I'm off doing other things. Because in a long broadcast, it is good just to step away for a few minutes and gather your thoughts and then come back. If you tried to talk for 2 hours non-stop with the best will in the world, you'd get weary. And on Amazon Live, the optimum time to broadcast is 2 hours. That's because you're actually catching people over a 2-hour period as they come and go. And we were talking about this yesterday, in that Amazon actually send you the audience. You don't have to fight for it. And we're talking about being placed on product pages on Amazon.com, whole things there. Now, you'll notice on the left-hand side of the screen is a reflection. That's the curtain reflecting in the window. Depends on the time of day where that shows, but I don't think it actually spoils the picture. So using additional cameras, pointing at the desktop and pointing at me, means I can mix the show up. The broadcast now has effectively 7 different viewpoints, and that's important. This is my first camera, and this is I'm still talking about incredibly. I'm still talking about multiple cameras for the host, but it does allow you to actually mix things up, yeah, and to go from you to the desktop or to the garden. And that's very effective in having a show which is interesting. Now, the other thing is, if this works, it'd be good. Just give me a second. I'm just going to try something. You know me, I'll try things, and that's a 4K. I just want the ordinary OBSBot tiny camera. Okay, and hopefully this will come through. Yeah, it has. Okay, I've got two OBSBots. This is my second one. Okay, and this gives me, just a minute, I need to go here. Because I've got two OBSBot cameras, yeah, then this one is on a tripod, and it means that I can talk directly to camera. And the camera is actually, because it's on a tripod, is actually at eye level. So it's quite natural for me to look directly at the camera. Brilliant. So that works. So that's looking directly at the camera. As you can tell, I'm turning sideways now. But the other way is that I can get it to go and show my monitor, okay, and talk about the top of my monitor. Now you can see an OBSBot tiny camera there. You can see a Logitech Brio camera, and you can see a Logitech Litra light. Those are three of the items I actually sell on Amazon Live. And the thing now, because I've got this extra camera with a gimbal, I can actually make it go around and show my monitor, so that I can show people that's my live Be.Live studio as it stands at the moment. And just to show that this is real, what I'm going to do, because that picture is not moving, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be totally daring. Yeah. And I'm back again. And what I'm going to do, hopefully, if I get the software, just a minute. Okay, I've got the software. And it's just loading at the moment. And without moving, I can do this. Okay, hopefully this will work. I can switch the light on. So you can see that the light is very small. It's smaller than my palm. And that's the only light that I need to actually light my studio for live broadcasting on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Amazon Live, and my website, of course. It's a single light that's actually lighting me up. And just to see the effect of that light, we can actually go here. Yeah. So I'm now lit. If I turn the light off, then I'll go dark. Yeah, turn the light on, and I am better lit. Okay, let's go back to the camera. So I can show my monitor with the items I'm selling on, but in addition to that, I can also show outside. So I've got two outside views now, one on each camera, and that's showing as you notice, the BenQ monitor camera can see further into other people's gardens. This view is just straight across from where I'm sitting, and this I can see. I cannot see the view that the other camera has. I would have to be hanging out a window. But suppose that the point here is that having more than one camera as a host opens up all sorts of possibilities. You don't have to have both cameras. You don't have to have both cameras pointing at you. Yeah. This would be, I mean, obviously, two of me on screen. The views can be totally different. So one of the views can be me, bottom right, and then the other view, as we go again, can actually be outside. Okay, and we're just clicking between the two. The OBSBot Tiny is on a gimbal, and it means, as you've seen, it's actually gone through. about 180 degrees there, which is extremely useful. Okay, so that started off talking about multiple host cameras, all part of Be.Live. You can have 8 people on screen and mix it up. And just a note, I think I can let the cat out of the bag. You will find a broadcast near you soon with myself, Efrahin Lopez, and Grant Saunders. We're teaming up for Amazon broadcasts, so I'm quite looking forward to that. Okay. And multiple studio templates. I've got, within Be.Live, you can have multiple studios. This is my live video sales studio, which has got its own assets, its own images, its own run of show, its own agendas. I've got a different one I used this morning for Blowing for Britain. I've got a different one for Ask Angelica, which is a week on Friday now. I've got a different one for Amazon Live. Different studios for different purposes. Up to 10 different studios, all with their own images, all with their own agendas, all with their own videos, all with their own cameras. Yeah, you can set up each studio in turn. Simple and straightforward to do. Okay, the next item, okay, is you can share PDFs. Pure and simple. If you've got a document or a PDF file, you can bring it into the studio and show it natively. You don't need to do any preparation. You don't do any screen share. You can just bring it into your studio. Did I mention that Be.Live has an integrated YouTube video player? Not just, well, if I show you, have I got a video? Do you think I've got a video? Probably haven't got a video because it's not in my studio. I'll bring a video on for next Tuesday's broadcast. Okay. By the way, if you've got any questions about live broadcasting during this, then please do help. If I go here, and hopefully this will work, and I'll go here. Oh, I'm not there today. Wait a minute. I haven't set it up yet. I need to set that up for next week. Something I've just reminded myself I need to do. So it's got a YouTube video player, which I will demonstrate next week. We've already seen images that were created. Yeah. And it's a live selling system, which I saw Corinda using yesterday, which is the ability to actually drop a link. I'll show you. This has great potential. If I go here and I go here, okay, I need to go over here. Every time that I show this on screen and take myself off full screen, yeah, I'm just going to take that off. Live selling system puts a clickable link into the comments like this, and it's posted the link on Facebook and it's posted the link on YouTube, and that's actually whilst you're live. Yeah, and you could be watching this broadcast on my website. If I was broadcasting on my website, I just need to test something this afternoon before I go live. Okay, so live selling, the ability to put in title, description, and a picture and a landing page, and you can then show everything in the comments on the live broadcast. Next feature we've been using a lot during this live broadcast is the on-screen agenda. Nobody else has this. Nobody else has a YouTube player. Nobody else can show images so quickly. Yeah, only Be.Live has the features that I'm talking about. And these are the features that we actually need for selling, marketing on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, wherever you're selling. Then these are features that you should have: image display, video play, sharing PDFs. And the other thing is, as we saw on the show earlier today, Blowing for Britain, auto display of viewer comments. Corinda was commenting away and some of his comments actually came out automatically. Like most systems, Be.Live has lower thirds. So we've gone through the unique features, and this has been my Be.Live selling and marketing system. And I've been using it now since I've used it since last September. I've refined it as I've gone along, but I make use of all the facilities of Be.Live when I'm actually broadcasting on Amazon Live. And I'm going to take that off screen. 3 or 4 times a year, I get together with my good friends, and we look at all the web-based broadcasting systems on the market. And over the course of 6 days, we looked at 6 systems, including Be.Live. And I can now tell you, having been part of all the broadcasts, that Be.Live technically for selling is the best system because of the features that it has. Be.Live is a natural selling and marketing system. It is you can make it your own. That's the whole point about this. You can make it your own. Yeah. Now, something that you should also make your own, I'm going to finish on this note, is presentation in a live broadcast is everything. And I have, well, you think I'm sat against a brick wall, possibly. That's the impression I'm trying to give, that there is a solid brick wall behind me. But because you've been watching, I'm going to show you how I'm doing this. I'm going to load the software. And remember, every item that you buy, hardware that you buy, has software. Download the software, and you can then take better control of the hardware you've paid for. If you use it out the box, it will work okay. If you download the software to go with it, then you can do things like this. Okay. I'll take the logo off so it doesn't. Okay. Okay. So the logo's gone and I'm just in my studio. Now it looks as though I'm actually against a solid brick wall, but I'm not. In actual fact, if I zoom out and go here, this is what my office looks like. This is what I look like. You've got the Samsung, you've got the books, you've got the Samsung all-in-one PC. I wish they still made those. And it's not a brick wall. What you've got at the back is a green screen, and folded over that is the photography backdrop. But I don't want you to see my full office when I'm broadcasting live. So what I do is I've downloaded the software from Logitech, and I've taken control of the camera. And with 3 clicks, I can go for this is what you get. This is a default setting you would get if you did nothing. Okay, and it works, it's fine. But if you download the software, then you get, with 3 clicks, you get the setting that you want. Okay, and this is basically the setting I'm happy with. I've got my Logitech Litra Lite. I've got the brick wall behind me, which is not a brick wall. It looks like a brick wall. And I've just used the Logitech capture software to actually refine it so that I get the look that I want on camera. And that's what it's all about. Which brings us neatly back to here. And if I can find it, we'll go with it. Just a minute. I'm looking for an image. It's not that long ago since I used it. Oh, good. Yeah, that's it. So the show about gaining confidence on camera is on June 22nd. And I'm looking forward to that in the Be.Live streamers group and in the in the live video sales group, and possibly elsewhere as well, hosted by me. It's good to be back on Be.Live in the Be.Live streamers group. I'm looking forward to it. I've already started planning the broadcast, and I hope that you can join me. Basically on the 22nd. Okay, so we've got the live view of the camera down below. We've got the fact I'm going live on the 22nd. We've got the fact that you can do live selling comments. Let's hide that. Let's switch off the second camera. Okay, and I want to say thank you for watching me live today. I will be back next Tuesday at 9 AM Eastern, 2 PM in the UK, and we'll be talking about all sorts of things related to live video selling. Thank you for watching me live. Take care, and please do enjoy the rest of your day. And if you've got any questions about live broadcasting, then please do get in touch with me. Thank you for watching live, and I'll see you again soon. I'm live again today, 11 AM Eastern, 4 PM in the UK, on Amazon Live. Looking forward to it. I'll be there with my trusted Samsung Galaxy S22 and the Oswald cameras and the Brio cameras and the Elgato microphone and everything else I can find in my office. Thanks again. Take care. Bye for now.